Previously on the Novympia channel.
Swably ringer.
And coming up,
This thing is hella wonky.
I find you very rude. The Novympia channel is made possible thanks to our gorgeous patrons who get access to exclusive CAC, and thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video.
Yeah, the snafu!
Good evening, Merry Halloween. This is Novympia here to warn you not to watch the second season of The Traitors Australia.
God, it's bad.
Oh my god!
That was a slog.
Don't bother.
Staying at this grand old hotel sucks ass.
So anyway, Nova, I can't help but notice that we're surrounded by crepe.
I'm feeling very masked today.
Yeah, well, we're incredibly brawny. We have never built an animatronic from scratch for Halloween. Why is that? No skill set?
Too difficult.
No idea.
Utter shite.
Who do we think we are?
Yeah.
We are big fans of creators like Wicked Makers. Now, there's a bunch of people on YouTube who make this look very, very easy.
I don't know if they make it look easy.
Some of them do. The lady from Wicked Makers, their names are too similar. I can't remember which one's which. Is she Jamie? I think she might be
She's
Jamie.
Jamie.
She makes it look easy. He doesn't really do much.
I broke it.
Tell her.
Right. We've been watching so many Wicked Makers videos and other Halloween prop videos, and we wanted to do this last year and kind of got a little taste for it with upgrading our current props, which you guys really enjoyed watching. We really enjoyed doing. This year we wanted to take it one step further and actually make a moving prop from scratch.
Probably in part because the one animatronic we did buy, the witch, she barely moves. Her head just sort of goes,
Yeah, that was really disappointing. So this has been
The end of our marriage.
very time consuming. There is so much work to do here, and I cannot be bothered to cook.
Oh, I can't be bothered either. Does that mean we're going to order something?
No, we still we still need to try and make an effort to eat proper meals.
Which means, I know what we're doing here, Nova. I figured it out. I figured you out. Well, we're just going to take a second to talk about the sponsor of this animatronic making video, which is
HelloFresh.
HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a food delivery service we've been using for years. They deliver fresh, high-quality ingredients and easy-to-follow recipe guides, which is a lifesaver for us because we're a bunch of no-marks in the kitchen.
What's the difference between grilled and roasted?
I think roasted would have heat all over, and grilled is just heat on the top.
What's a slow broil?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Caught you out.
You can customise your own boxes with whatever kind of meals you're into, and also how many recipes you'll receive per week, whether that be meat-based, fast meals or veggie meals. You can fine-tune it to whatever you want. We love any kind of meal where cheese is the main character, so tonight, Nova's preparing us grilled vegetables and taters with pan-fried halloumi and a pesto dressing.
I mean, that's not red either, is it? It's patently purple.
Yeah, but it's like red cabbage. They call red
It's just
cabbage.
purple. What's everyone got against purple?
If you've ever seen me try to cook or bake anything, you'll know that A, I can never decide what to make, and B, I always completely mess it up. But these guys are foolproof, and we love trying new recipes where all the work's pretty much been taken out of it by the time you get to cooking.
Oh my god, you put gloves on. Smush it with your hands and then wash your hands.
But then your hands are oily and gross.
Yeah, but you just use hand wash, darling. They're not oily anymore. What time's your surgery?
We've never been let down by the quality of the ingredients either, so the whole affair makes cooking much less stressful. Nova and I are constantly trying to find inventive ways of making meals healthier, and HelloFresh have this covered, balancing nutritious ingredients with an absolute bum rush of flavour. If you want to try HelloFresh, there's a link in the description, and if you sign up today, feel free to use our discount code Novympia60 that gets you 60% off your first box plus 25% off the next 2 months, as well as free gift. If you scan our QR code on the screen now, you'll be sent straight there. So why not try it out and say hello Fresh to HelloFresh?
Done a good job with that. We've done as much research as we possibly can. We're going to show you now a little shopping trip that we went on for all of our parts.
No, go on.
One thing that we did buy ahead of time before our shopping trip was this wiper motor, which is apparently very commonly used amongst the, what would you call it, like prop building community?
It's like a community of people that create like the haunted house experience in their
Yeah.
front. Yeah, it's more American. It's hard to do here.
So this is basically for windscreen wipers. In America, there are whole websites dedicated to this hobby and this craft. We don't have access to that in the UK.
Would you not do this?
If we do, the shipping time was too long and too expensive for us to shoot this video. So we actually really struggled finding this.
And it doesn't rotate fully, which is the idea we had in mind. It's
So
a wiper.
normally,
so it
these motors, this part here, when you turn it on, will just keep rotating 360 degrees. This one goes a bit more than 90, a bit less than 180. This comes with a power cable. It did not have this attachment on. It was a different attachment that I cut off. And I found out that you can plug it into a DC power source with an adapter. So I cut off the cables and put them inside this little adapter, and now it does turn on, and that's how we found out the limited movement.
It looks like it's going to work. And the idea is here that we are making a floating, she's going to kind of go up and down.
Yeah, we're trying to make a lifter.
Yeah.
I think the category of model is it lifts.
Basically, this is going to be a bit of an experiment. We might have to wing a lot of this. But this is our shopping trip that we went on to get all this crepe.
Oh, look at how droopy my mouth is because it's all numb.
Is it?
Yeah. Like I can't move the left side of my mouth very
That's
right.
botched, that is. Welcome to, also in this episode, didn't have time to dry my hair. Camera ready? Not really.
No.
Welcome to the land of B&Q. Get that van, I'm sorry.
Look at Jurassic Sparks.
There is an electrician down here called Jurassic Sparks. How do they get away with that?
That's hysterical.
Let's call Amblin and see if they're aware.
I don't know what any of these parts are called. I don't know what part of the shop they're going to be in. So this is going to be interesting.
Bit of a hunt, really.
Yeah.
You can do it too with B&Q.
Oh yeah.
Waste pipes, PVC pipes. This is what they all do. They all use these.
Yeah.
These are like £2 a go. These are a bit thicker. These will be our main ones.
The lifters.
And this is going to have our ghost, potentially La Llorona.
Yeah. I'm trying to find like this bit fatter to attach our motor to a board.
So we require a wooden board. Now I feel like we want to err on the side of it being a little bit longer so it doesn't topple over, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Even if it means we have to hide the base with some spooky fabric or something. What's thickest?
This is the thickest.
That looks good to me. Then we also need some kind of 2x4.
You keep saying 2x4. What do you mean by 2x4?
That's probably like a...
some like big...
That's a wrestling
DIY
thing.
bro.
If there was ever a wooden stick that they would throw into the ring in wrestling, they would just call it a 2x4. I think regardless of how big it was. Like a vertical wooden plank is what we need.
I'm thinking more like a post.
Yeah. Plank is probably also an incorrect word. That looks a bit, flimsy, doesn't it? See, this huge one here would be good, but it is 30 quid.
Don't you always get such ideas of the things you can do to your garden? Oh, perfect! That's quite big, though. Why did I think Charity Shop C was going to come out with that? Oh, 9 quid?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take 9 quid. Fancy a screw?
Oh my god, I just want normal screws, not like wall plugs. These are all wall plugs.
The problem with coming into a place like this is it's just, look at this, a sea of opportunity. Where'd you start?
So this is going to be vertical for the prop. These are the 2 lifting arms.
Yeah.
We're going to attach it like this.
Yeah.
So it's got some movement. So
Yeah.
we're getting some nuts and bolts. I found these which look like they'll be thick enough. I'm just concerned about like how are we going to do like a hole all the way through? Like how am I actually going to get this in here?
No, I don't. No, doesn't this have to go all the way through the white one? But that's what I'm saying.
That
is
makes more sense. Okay, so we want a little bit longer then.
tiny bit longer.
Yeah, you see things like this, just my logic goes like
Shocking.
It's really
Shocking.
difficult to...
I can't believe how much that was.
Well, okay, so it was 100 quid. But,
£102.
yeah, but in our defence, some of this stuff isn't fully animatronic. A few bits.
Oh, that's true.
So we're going now to Hollywood, which is like
Hollywood.
Party City, isn't it?
Yeah, to actually get some bits together to make the model.
Because we decided to do like La Llorona, basically like crying lady.
Yeah. It's just like British Party City, but not quite as good. Oh, great one. Yeah.
I'll just find some nice bits for me in general. Oh my god, I actually own that. That's not bad, is it?
It's even got hair.
I mean, the hair's not great, but there's a few options in here. Get a new girl as well. Let's get a new girl.
That's a winner.
She's called Hairy Screamer.
Yeah, because she's a screamer, but she's got hair on her.
Why does that sound like a porn category?
I want to put some LED lights in her eyes and just make her cry. I think the paint job already is pretty good. I might put some lippy on her. But otherwise, I think she looks pretty good.
You love putting lippy on these birds.
Yeah. I just want to give her some lippy now.
Let's get to it. Like a pose, ain't nothing for it.
Let's start with the
base. Look at my bit of brawn. Look at this broomstick, isn't it cute? Isn't that sweet? Just some nice little L brackets. Is that what they're called? Should have had Glenn to help as he built a whole bar.
Corner brace, it says.
A corner brace. That pumpkin is from last year. Can you believe it's still there? Still going. Should we try and make soup out of it? Oh. That was meant to happen. Here we find Nova in a lovely cross-legged position as she finishes the post.
I think this is quite secure.
No, it's not.
This is by no means a tutorial. You're just watching us
Jesus,
figure this out.
Don't follow our instructions. What are you doing that
No.
for? Look at my slipper in shot.
I think there might be enough movement there.
That looks like there'd be enough movement.
They're like ribbed.
For her pleasure.
Is that okay?
Perfect.
So that I've not done like completely flush,
No, but I don't think that matters.
but I think it's...
It gets the job done.
And we were saying as well, we don't mind it being a little bit wobbly because ultimately that's going to give the ghost more
A bit of
movement
a bit of
if it
wobble.
wobbles.
So we're currently building the armature. We have holes in one side to attach to the post. We've drilled other sides, the other side of it to have the ghost perpendicular. So far, this is going well. It's all theory.
Yeah, we're getting close to the point where it's going to be seen if what we've done actually works.
Actually functions.
So we are going back to B&Q. The bolts that we bought to attach the actual prop support arm to the lifter arms are too short.
We're always
Okay,
in,
then.
always in B&Q, aren't we? You can do it too when you B&Q it too. I don't know how it goes. Oh, he paints here, innit? We realised as well, we haven't got any
Better not be done that on.
black spray paint to black out the board. The what?
You what?
Spray paint, longer screws, washers. Let's get the out of Abu Dhabi. Here we go then, let's have a look. Works. This is nerve-wracking. I don't wish to alarm you, but this is working.
It does buckle a little bit,
It buckles.
but it still works.
Yeah, but I reckon the strength that you've taken to manage to pull that
We
up.
have got it a bit wonky.
The fact that it's not perfectly straight is not the thing that concerns me. The thing that concerns me is how the motor is not going to be able to pull it.
So moving the mechanism by hand, we quickly identified a potential problem that the top bar was buckling. So we are duct taping this old wig stand to it to provide it with some extra strength.
Might work, might not, but
I think it will. I think if we just put loads of duct tape over the whole thing.
And the idea is that we are going to be tying some rope from here to the top here, and as it moves, it
should do that sort of motion. So a hole in here for the string, very, very nice. Cable tied this off. This seems pretty secure.
That's probably that's probably okay, isn't it?
Oh, people on the street are literally just going to see a head floating. Oh, she's a supermodel.
Yeah, we're gonna figure out where it goes first, and then we'll.
Yeah. That's going to be the lowest it is, so it might end up going quite high in the air. Yeah, go on. I mean, what do you think of that?
This is not so secure, so we're losing some. This is losing.
Yeah, that needs to be secure. Mind you, it's not bad. It is a little bit faster than I think we wanted.
We've not got the counter balance.
All the
yet to
weight.
count it.
Yeah. We need to figure out how to secure that motor better, because that ain't cutting it. Okay, so adding a sandbag to the end.
It's all a bit
it's all a bit rickety. I think with the addition of the sandbag, like, it does look quite good. Well, it's the end of our first day of doing an animatronic, and it's gone well, apart from like now.
We're having issues with this mechanism slipping. The weight of it is pulling this
So
away.
it's not secure enough. It's doing a fair job. Like, to be fair, she is moving. It's just not quite as high as we would like. Right, enough silly buggers, that's it then.
I'm happy with what we've achieved for our first day.
It's a bit like a big old cark.
It's very wobbly at the moment because there's nothing on it. I think once the character is on it...
That might make it worse.
Hello, Goose. This isn't very helpful now, is it? I'm going to start working on the actual character now. We found this Halloween costume. Yes, hello, you're very nice. In Hollywood on sale for £10, and we thought it would be a good base. So I'm now just going to very loosely chuck this on top of the pole outside to get an idea of sizing. This is hard to show with one hand, but I think we need to have this a little bit higher, but we are going to have some of the pipe exposed, so we are going to have to sort out, because this is like a V-neck. But the length is pretty good. The sleeves are very short, so we're going to have to add some sleeves onto it and add some length of the skirt. You've also probably noticed that this thing is hella wonky, but I don't think that matters so much. I'm going to attach a head this side and focus on having the armature to counteract that it's lopsided. So we have our head, let's make some shoulders. I've cut a long piece of garden wire that I have twisted into her neck hole. Okay, and this is now secured with some Gorilla duct tape, so it's very, very secure now. And this is what we're kind of looking at. Look at her weird little like arms. And then I've got this insulation tubing that is going to give her a little bit more structure. So she has shoulders now and upper arms, and really, really taking shape. This is obviously on that wire, so everything is movable, but having the foam tubes is giving her kind of set limbs, and she is attached. As you can see, I've attached her off center to try and counterbalance how wonky this thing is, but I'm really not that fussed about it. So it moves. I still have concerns about this actual mechanism. I think we're gonna have to get a longer support beam, because this is bending so much, because it's 3 separate poles that we've tied together. I think we need one long one. It's got quite a lot of movement from the front. I am happy with it. I think it looks really good, but I am just concerned about this. I don't think this doesn't look great. And I feel like we keep losing range of movement with this as well. I don't know.
Oh, look, there's someone around the side of the house. Is that Amazon?
Telstra! Oh no, Telstra, I'm coming!
Right, so it's day...
Oh right, you're already on.
Yeah. We'll get this OTF.
It's coming together. We're identifying some problems. We're going to go for a little shop now to try and buy even more stuff to try and fix the problems.
The main problem being that this nail here is so flimsy, and it's causing it to kind of buckle because it's bending down.
I would consider a screw, but I don't know if a screw would allow the movement. Second problem, this is still really buckling. I think instead of using this makeshift like 3-part metal pole thing,
Yeah, which was stupid. It was always that was never gonna work, was it?
we need something that's
Actually,
full length.
yeah.
So let's measure all most of the length.
We also need to get her some hands, something to cover her chest,
Yeah.
and some extra fabric to bulk out this outfit.
I want to try and get something that I can put around here and like screw into the post. Fabricland. It's a chain, it's a fabric shop. So we're going to be getting the bits that we need for our Llorona. She's a very mysterious woman there. Why's she got such a slutty ankle?
Nice bit of lace for the veil. Do you want it to be grey? Why would you have a grey dress with a white veil?
The dress is already like mix of white and
But if we're going to cover it though, Wouldn't we want to cover it in white?
I think white's going to look too pristine.
Wicks! These steel poles, I don't even know what they're for, but this will be good for support. Nova's more interested in Emma Bunton. Look at Nova in Wicks. Pole dancing to Emma Bunton. This place is terrible. She's still doing it. Can you stop? Listen, we got this pole. We also think these giant thick screws will be better for the kind of like...
Yeah, because they've got enough space here where I think it'll be able to move without messing up with the threads.
For the lever, so that will probably do it. But we're going to probably have to go back to B&Q, our favourite place.
Yeah.
Well, as luck would have it, they sell skeleton hands, and they're a set. So these are pretty good. They're fairly heavy, but that would probably just make the arms move around a bit more.
Okay, so nails are out. You're busy getting rid of the previous support. I think once we've done that, should we look at the motor first?
Yeah.
Or this like massive cable ties. We've got a few options for this. I'm not sure what's going to be the most suitable, if anything's going to work. This is our little haul from B&Q to try and fix this.
That absolutely looks like it would be more secure. You put a couple of them on it.
We'll certainly get it a lot tighter.
That I don't think that's going anywhere. We have got 2 spare. If we think it still does wiggle around. I'm just nervous about putting one around here because of this gap here. This is so strong. I don't want this to then like snap.
The support beam is on. That is straight as an arrow, that. Let's see if these bigger screws do it. Is it going in? It's going in. We've just reattached this white pole and now it is straight as an... Have a look at that.
Did we explain that the reason it was wonky was that the holes were at an angle?
Someone drilled some really shit holes.
It's not just me.
Okay, so we've come to the conclusion that this is as much movement as it's going to get. Like this pole now, it's a lot straighter, it's a lot more secure. That feels good. This situation here, it's just not a very strong setup with this motor, so it may not move loads, but I think it's enough. Now, I don't know if you can
maintain that. I'm happy with that. That's actually quite a lot of movement.
It's like she's... Oh my God.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
We did quite well yesterday. We fixed a lot of problems. There's still an issue of these 2 bars twisting at the end. We went back and watched the YouTube short that we're really using as like our main inspiration and guide for this. And Olympia pointed out that all of the poles are so much shorter and ours are very long, and we're wondering if maybe the length is affecting the weight, is affecting the warping. So today we're going to shorten the poles, which does unfortunately mean getting a shorter rail as well. This is just Groundhog Day, isn't it?
Doing this again, same thing again. This Barbie goes to B&Q 9 times in 1 week. This is pipe cutters. I'm not sawing a pipe again. There's literally like some scissors you can get to cut it. 28 quid, that one's 12. Oh yeah, PVC pipe cutter.
Look, it's tiny, it's stupid.
Excuse me?
Well, look how tiny it is.
I don't appreciate being called stupid in B&Q.
Do you think the pipe's going to fit in there?
Do you think maybe it'd fit in the one next to it then? Why don't we get that one? It'll fit in this one.
Yeah.
You're stupid. I spent 27 quid, you're stupid. Is today the day we're actually going to finish this?
Nah.
Why?
Something's going to go wrong.
Okay, so you got these enormous brackets. That'll stop it from wobbling. We got some more poles that are a better size.
Okay, post is off. Supporting metal poles are off. This is our cutter.
Should we try it?
Let's see how it works.
Oh my God, how much easier is that than sawing?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Like butter.
Oh, that is like the horniest thing. You can have a go on the white one if you like.
Can we just chop up these?
Do you want to chop this one up for her pleasure?
No.
Look, I'm chopping.
I'm so tired of being here.
Right, bit of glue in the middle. Oh yeah, like that's going to do anything. Oh, the security is just off the scale, isn't it?
This is our new base. There is a gap here because this post must have been cut at like an angle. Okay, so we're shortening this.
Guesstimation of about that much.
I just said go a little bit less because we can always cut off more. We can't stick it back on. That's what I used to say about hairdressing.
So this is our current state of play. I think she looks pretty good. Her arms are going all over the bloody place. It just does not go up as high as we would like, but that's because the motor sucks. So we've shifted her up so her lowest position's a bit higher, and we're now satisfied with the movement. So the last thing we have to do is make her look good. So we're going to duct tape her arms, give her a bit more of an outfit, stick some lights in her eyes.
There's a second skirt that goes on this, but I wanted to give her a waist first.
Let's give her a waist. We've duct taped the absolute shite out of this woman. Her arms are now pretty secure.
So now she needs sleeves, her chest needs covering. I'm going to give her a waist.
Coming to get you, Barbara.
They're quite heavy.
Oh God, doesn't she look good so far?
I think she will look good. Put some nice wire around here, just to give her some ghostly décolletage. Oh, how inconvenient is that noise? Putting a waist in, just an armature with some of this foamy shit. Give her a bit of a shape, you know.
This does not help me, Luther. This does not help me.
So here's Nova on the floor, like the animal she is. Doing some sleeves then. Nova said this. She has a grand idea for these. Don't look at our nicks on the laundry. She's starting to look a bit medieval, which I quite enjoy.
If we attach under here, like glue it,
Yeah,
and then we can cut. So we've got some drape here, and we can just roughly cut or rip it up here.
I mean, even just pull it down and see it if it all just gathers underneath it, like that. We'll give it a bit more.
Also work.
God, that's sad. Yeah, that works. Yeah, it gives her a bit more float. I wouldn't mind wearing this, you know. If there's any kind of activity where she can put a glove on, well, I'll probably cut that bit out. So she at once looks very Victorian and then also perhaps a bit medieval down here. So we are sort of mixing time periods, but I think it's fine. Just kind of like lady of the manor.
This is like my favourite bit. It's just like...
I hate doing that. I gave her a nice ruched top sort of situation. Oh, smells great. Those fumes are a bit intense, aren't they? Bit more length. That might look a bit nicer in the wind. I'm assuming that if I just puncture some tiny little holes in her eyes. All right, it's in. And then can I turn it on? Oh yeah, that'll work. And then I'll just tape it there. Oh, sick. There she is. All glowy and shit. I think she looks sick. Nova's given her a nice veil.
I'm just going to get a couple more hairpins, because at the moment that's literally just a single hairpin going through to the polystyrene.
So in order to make her straight, we've now secured a pole on top. And this pole leans, it's a very inelegant solution, but it leans against this one. So now it's straight.
Okay, look, before we do the big reveal, we're back here again in our dining room.
I'm hoping that it all goes well. Obviously, we're shooting this out of sequence, as you can tell, so I'm hoping that we've got a magnificent model to show you.
If not, you just watch a tutorial on how not to make an animatronic. There is exclusive hack to be found on our Patreon. If you'd like to head over there, including podcasts and, you know, what else is over there? Oh, extended vlogs, etc, etc. The address for that, Nova, for which will be arriving on screen just presently.
What you gonna do with all that ash?
How long is this going to go on for? Okay, let's take that off now. Some of the patrons get birthday shout-outs, including Nova.
But not limited to.
But not limited to, for October 3rd, it's Caroline and Andrew. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
To the pair of you guys. For the 5th, oh, there's loads. Dean.
Janksy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you too.
Cookie, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Cookie.
Is that Haley?
And Hayley.
Happy birthday, Haley.
For October, all you October 5th babies.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
October 6th, Philip and Masuki.
Happy birthday, Philip, and happy birthday, Masuki.
And then also Marcel for October 7th.
Happy birthday, Marcel.
Marcel, the snail with the shell with snails on.
Still haven't seen that.
What's that one? The snail with shoes on. Marcel? Okay. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I think it's the shell, not the snail.
The shell with a snail attached to it just now. Oh, we've also got a Twitch for which there is gaming stuff, isn't there?
Yes.
Yes, there is. Okay, but listen, you're sick of this. Without further ado,
God, I'm sick of it.
this is what we did. You don't have a husband.
Oh, that's really bad.
And well, that was a disaster to our brand new patrons, Scott St Andrew, Anita Jobby, Rosalie Little Record Girl, Feminist Tina, Kai Face, Taylor O'Neill, Celia Hervey, Francis Kramer, Robert Bradley, Jessie Stillwater, and To Be So Ellie. And it was great.
Now, are we over the title, the end card?
We haven't got there yet.
Yeah, we have.
No, we haven't. We're still.
I think you'll find this is the end card.
No.
Join the Patron, we'll do a shot of Patron.